Hey guys, what's good and welcome back to the channel. Ryan here from Jonga, and today I've got a much anticipated deck list and something that I'm very excited to play in the future and to show off. Dragon Link. Mainly Dragon Link using the new card from Toon Chaos, Chaos Space. And I don't want to have any bold predictions or anything, not that this deck will be tier 1, but I think Rocket Dragon Link in general becomes much more playable just from my initial testing of this deck. I have high hopes. My build kind of differs. It differs to the popular one going around at the moment, with more like Unchained Abomination, Delingerous Dragon. I don't really like those cards too much. Not a fan of locking myself into Dark. So this is, I guess, more of like a Dragon Linky feel in my original take on it. But anyway, let's get right into the deck profile. So the stars of the show, obviously, Clap Serpent and Wyver Burster. Jita Chaos Space, you've got 3 more copies of this card in your deck. On top of Safer, or hydroing them, and Chaos Space recycles them. Yeah, really insane. So controversial ratio that I've been testing out is actually 3 Abzurata. Why? Because I feel like with Safer, Chaos Space, and 1-for-1, you always want to draw this. You want to keep your hand full. You want to make those cards not so costly. So so far it's been great. I think it's never a bad card to draw, honestly. And then to go alongside that, 4 Rockets, 2 Tracer, Magna, Silver, Recharger. Recharger can be another one of these, or a Rocket Synchron. But I think this ratio is good. Yeah. Really no complaints there. Playing 2 Levy, mainly because the only searchable targets of Chaos Space I have are the babies and levies, and I think, say, after your turn 1 play, if you draw a Chaos Space after that, I think you need another copy in your deck that you can search. So that's why I play 2, and I honestly think hard drawing it is never bad, and of course, as I said, it's searchable from Chaos Space, reusable from Safer, Black Metal, and Red Eyes, makes 1-for-1 really good. Alongside Brotor, makes Heretic Spheres 1-for-1 really good. Search anything you want in your deck. Still gonna play 3 Safer because the deck doesn't really have many powerful normal summons, and I think this is the best one you can play. I honestly think you can still play Chamber Dragon Maid, but Safer is really good because you never run out of levies. And just another way to get to baby Chaos Dragons. And then in terms of some like generically good dragons that we're playing, I'm still going to tack in 1 Noctivision Dragon. Again, really useful at keeping your hand size large, and also comboing well with Safer and Abzurata as well. And then Galactic Spiral for the combo, because I like to make Hope Harbinger. And then Rose Dragons, because these are too good not to play. You need a 5-belt Link Cross, Garden Rose Maiden, give you too much free advantage. You can't not play it. And then lastly, of course, for Union Carrier, the Dragon Buster. So just as a widespread shot, we have like the generically good dragons for our combos, Noctivision to go well with our Safers, good individual dragons, big boss monsters, big Chaos Dragons, and rockets. So far I've been testing great. I haven't had any issues. Probably only issues this, but so far I have yet to be proven wrong in my testing, if it could potentially be bad. And I like to round it out 3 Gamma and a Driver. Why? Because, I mean, obviously our power spell is Chaos Space, 1-for-1. I mean, even Foolish Burial to an extent. And as well as Safer. So those are cards your opponent want to Ash. So I think Gamma would be good, generically powerful hand trap, and of course it's light, so it's never bad. We can always discard it off Chaos Space. You can probably play Fanta as well, Nibiru as well, but maybe that I have to increase the deck count for that. I think this deck's at 45 or 46 at the moment. Chaos Space goes well without saying, insane card. Searches Wyver Burster, full combo on its own. And I think 1-for-1's a good addition just because more extenders are good. 3 Abzeratas are good. Foolish, pretty self-explanatory. Again, another controversial Ryan ratio, but I think this card is too good. One of the best extenders in the entire deck. Lets you make LP and do its effect off more or less no cards. Really, really nice card. I have played 3 for a long time. Never been bad. Of course, quick launch. And then I played all 3 field spells. I really like the combo with Black Garden. There's a lot of additional combos you can do with this. In particular, shout out to Trigate Wizard and Borosword. I'm going to try and chop that combo in the video. It's really damn cool. You don't have to play Trigate, but it's there. And of course, Monster Reborn. And let's finish off with the Combo of the Grave because we're playing a combo deck. And we need our cards to resolve. Just a quick revision of all the field spell, all the spell cards that we're going to play. Lots of 3-offs. I think the power of Dragon Link comes from the spells. Like more so than what people will realize. Moving on quickly into the extra deck. In terms of my build, there's about 14 cards you must play in terms of combos. So of course we've got Striker Dragon, LP Hitsy, and of course Haki Vibrax, Romulus, Paratic Spears, the Buster Whelp. Useful in some other combos I've shown in the video. Link Cross for the Garden Rose Maiden play with Black Garden and the Red Rose Dragon. Union Carrier for the extra deck lock. And then the end boss monsters, Boral Savage, Apollosa, and Hope Magic Dragon. And then Borosword, of course, to trigger rockets and to educate our opponent. And I decided 15th card, Nightmare Phoenix. Useful at outing problems. Co-links to your Link Cross. You get a lot of free cards off the Garden Rose Maiden when you go aggressive. And then, honestly, I would really like to play Trigate in this deck because I think it has a really, really nuts application with Black Garden, being generally good going second offensively. I can probably side it, take out the Union Carrier when I'm going second, put in the Trigate Wizard, and I'll show you why shortly in the video. But yeah, so that's my updated Dragon Link deck that I'm excited to try out coming next week when Toon Chaos drops. And then let's jump right into some combo examples. Thank you guys. Got 2-card combo, Chaos Space and Abzerata. And I'm gonna go and show the full end field, the highest reward potential play that you can pull off using these 2 cards. So we'll start with Chaos Space. Let's cut Abzerata. Tracer, Lava Burst to our hand. Next, we'll manage the Abzerata, summon the Lava Burster. Link him away into Striker Dragon, use their effects. Search Boot Sector and Clap Serpent. Next, activate Boot Sector Launch to special summon our Tracer. And then return them into Haki Vibrax, use his effect. Red Rose out of the deck. Next, turn him into Link Cross. Link Cross effect to summon 2 tokens. And then we synchro those away. For Garden Rose Maiden, we use their effects. Summon a Rose Dragon out of our deck and search Black Garden to our hand. And we turn White Rose Dragon into LP. And then Link Cross and Garden Rose Maiden into the Buster Whelp, and we use LP's effects, summon Brotor out of our deck, target LP, discard a card in our hand to search Black Metal Dragon. Then, because we haven't normal summoned yet, normal summon Black Metal Dragon. Then we'll turn Brotor into Pisty, and then we can use Pisty to summon back any dragon we like. So Summon back White Rose Dragon. Next, I'll link away Black Metal and Buster Whelp for Heretics Spheres, which will trigger Black Metal to search Darkness Metal. Next, we'll go. We can banish our Pisty, summon our Red Eyes, turn our White Rose and our LP into Romulus, use Romulus's effect, get Dragon Rovine into our hand, and we activate the Dragon Rovine, discard a card from our hand, send Galactic Spiral to the graveyard, activate Galactic Spiral, special summoning him, activate his effect to make everything level 8, and we use Red Eyes' effect, and we'll summon back the Buster Whelp. We can overlay these two for Hope Harbinger, and we can link these two for Apollosa. Next, at this point, we'll activate our Black Garden. We'll banish our Wyver Burster to summon Collapse, and then they get 1 token for the Black Garden. Next, we can use our Chaos Space, we can banish it, put back the Wyver Burster into our deck to draw a card, and then we'll use our Garden Rose Maiden, banish it, summon a Rose Dragon out of our grave, summon back Red Rose or White Rose, and then our opponent will have 2 tokens, we get to destroy them, to summon back a 1600 attack monster. So summon Rocket Tracer from our graveyard. Next we can do 2 dragon monsters into Union Carrier, use Union Carrier's effect onto Hope Harbinger, equip the Destruction Sword. Next we'll use Rocket Tracer to destroy, Union Carrier to summon Silver Rocket, and then synchro those two, or Roller Tempest Dragon to equip Link 2 out of a graveyard. So we saw from that simple 2-card combo, we can achieve our full end field. Keeping in mind, this isn't as resilient to hand traps as other combo pathways, so I wouldn't advise always doing it this way. But it's just really amazing, like how good that combo can be, and just the high potential it has. Alright, so rewinding backwards a bit to our initial setup point, keeping in mind we haven't normal summoned. What if we're going second and we want to OTK and defeat our opponent? We can vary up our plays in a different way that are very beneficial aggressively. So we can use LP effect, similar as before, summon Black Metal Dragon, link him away for Pisty, triggering Black Metal, summoning back our Red Eyes, and then we'll use Pisty effect to summon back our Rocket Tracer. And then a bit differently, before we turn these guys into Heretics Spheres. At this point we can special summon our Collapse Serpent by banishing our Wyver Burster, which we'll use our Chaos Space, banishing Chaos Space, put Wyver Burster back into our deck to draw a blank card. Next, we get to tribute summon our Wyver Burster and our Spheres for our Red Eyes. Keeping in mind our zones are important in this play, which will trigger our Spheres and our Wyver Burster, getting it, and then we use Sphere summon Brotor. And Brotor will target a Dark Dragon to add the Linear to our hand. Next we'll use Red Eyes effect, because we're going to use my favorite card combo, Tri-Gate Blue Wizard. We want to put Striker Dragon in this zone because we want to co-link it to our Tri-Gate. So we'll turn our Red Eyes and our Buster Whelp into our Tri-Gate Wizard. Next, we will. How do we go about this? We can activate our Black Garden now. So we can turn our 2 into Nightmare Phoenix. That'll give them 1 token, and then we get to discard a card and pump and draw, which is good. And then we've double co-linked our Tri-Gate, so we get to target an additional card and banish it. And then at this point, we can special summon our Leviania by banishing, including a light, of course. I mean, we can do actually all 3 light if we wanted to summon back our red MD. But assuming we're destroying cards, we'll just banish, light and 2 dark. So then we can destroy 2 more cards on the field. So that'll give us them their second token, and then we can destroy that, summon back Rocket Tracer, and then we can go Leviania and Striker Dragon into Dragoonity Romulus. And then we can get even more damage. We'll get the Dragon Ravine into our hand. We can activate it, send Safer effect, take back the Leviania. And then we still have our Garden Rose Maiden's effect. Summon back any Garden Rose, any White Rose. And then we can summon our Leviania again, banishing whatever we like. Does not matter at this point. And then we can turn all our cards into Boral Sword. And then finishing it up, we can make a new Tracer into our Synchro Play for Savage for an Omni Negate, as well as a card to turn to defense with our Boral Sword. But usually this play is doing well over 10,000 damage. Potentially. I mean, this board can do like 15, 16k damage. So you can see that there's potential, not just to go first and one-boat combo our opponent, but also to go really aggressively second and do some, we can clear as many cards as we want. We don't care. So I guess cards like Reboot are huge, Nibiru, Lightning Storm, anything that big clear field, make way. I guess Dark Ruler is irrelevant. We can play Dark Ruler, but then obviously we're not OTKing, so then we'll probably just break the board and do our usual field. Anyway guys, thanks for tuning in to the combo video and deck discussion today. I have really high hopes for Dragon Link moving forward, thanks to Chaos Space. Shout out to Chaotic Factory, Good Ego Singles, and of course, shout out to Starlight, Prismatic Starlight Rare Effectivator. Thanks guys. See you next time. Jonga out. Ryan out.